Hey, good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could join me this Thursday morning, January 20th, 2022, here at Forex Smart Trade. Our mission is to help you be the best version of yourself, and so that you are firing on all cylinders and leading the type of life that you want. And we do that by teaching you how to currency trade with our very accurate proprietary trading indicators. And we supplement that with what we consider to be the best in the business, personalized one-on-one training. And one-on-one training is really the most effective and efficient way to learn trading. There's a bunch of stuff out there, and it is hard to assimilate it all and figure out what's good and what's right and what works when. And we try to simplify it with the simple chart that you're looking at right now. With that, let us get going. We need to listen to this guy. So let's go ahead and start.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the other great things about our program is that we do these live trades. Every day we have traders come online in the morning and in the evening. While you watch, they do their analysis. So it's a bit of a teaching moment, and then they recommend a trade. So one, you can learn. Two, you can see how accurate our tools are. Only difference between you and I is that I have learned how to read the indicators. Once you do, you should be able to replicate what I am doing. And we're so confident in how well the tools work, we let you trade company funds and split what you make. If you're in a light program, you get kind of a pared down schedule in terms of what's available. If you are a regular member, as I said, we've got a trade in the morning, a trade in the evening, a trade on Sunday, and then extra paid sessions. So lots of opportunities to trade, watch a trader trade, communicate with the group, and historically on these trades, the net is about 150 pips a week. So as you're starting out, you've got kind of a base to trade against. If you are available in this intro to coaching session tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern time, both members and regular members, you should attend this. Matt is going to show a trade signal that made him $500,000. Very simple signal. He showed it to me last week. I haven't actually had time to kind of sit down and study it, but I am going to, because it works, and I've seen the evidence that it works. So he is going to show a signal using the echo chart. I would try to attend this tonight at 10 p.m. If you're a regular member, go into Trader University and sign up for the intro to coaching so you get the link. With that, I trade off of a checklist. I make sure everything is running before we get online, before I start every day, that my green charts is connected and working properly, and same with my MetaTrader 4. the end of every day, I like to review what went well and what didn't go well so that I can improve it. My focus is on continuous improvement, and you need to kind of study the day to come back and see what corrections could have been made. On Tuesday, we took a buy in gold USD, and if you didn't close it out early, we got our butts handed to us. We took a big loss. In looking at that trade, let's go back and take a look at it real quick. It was a good signal. What we did wrong, and this is where it gets into a little bit of with the signal I'm using. We've got a dozen different signals. Some of them are very formulistic. That is, if you see this and this, take this many pips. On this trade, the 10-point trade that I primarily use in this session, there's a little bit of an art to it. And that little bit of an art is, once you see the signal, you still have to figure out how many pips it's worth. And as you can see, let's see if you can see. We were looking at the support and resistance. We were trading against the trend. And I looked at this spot here. Here's our support line. But as we were trading against the trend, I took less than where the resistance line was. It came up to right below where we came. So the signal was good. It came up, but I needed to be a little bit inside of just a pip difference. I went to the bottom of this line here, and we needed to be just below that. So the signal called it. It did go up, and it went up just below. In fact, to me on my MetaTrader 4, it looked like it hit, but it didn't. So then it pulled back and took us out, and then continued going up, which gets a little bit into the to how much do you set your stop loss at. We did get taken out. I was able to break even that day, even though we took a big loss. But here, I should have pulled it on the inside to inside of what this candle was versus the ends of these candles. So the signal was good. We just missed it. And probably what I should have done is, when I saw that it was positive, I should have moved my stop loss up, so that if it did pull back, it would have just taken us out at break even. But again, I didn't do that. For those of you who took my trade last night on the trade setup, I think it's closed by now, but I actually took the trade off, and just to show you what I was looking at last night. What I was looking at last night, we were sitting right here. I don't know if you can see that. Let me open it up so you can see it a little bit better. So we were sitting right on this resistance line. And I saw a down signal or a sell signal. On that sell signal, we needed to break this line to take it. So I did a pending sell. It went up, stayed up, and then just now it in the last hour it broke and came down. So I had closed mine when I got up this morning. That trade is intended to close during the night if it's still available, and hasn't executed. I just closed it the next morning. So had you kept it, it would have closed. But that's kind of based on another signal. So last night, what I saw was it needed to break this. Once it did break this, it closed. So with that, let us go on and see what we can find this morning that will make us some money. I am trading off of the light 6 major chart, which is one of the standard layout charts. I call this the composite chart. It's got 6 different currency pairs, and we are trading all on a 1-hour session, a 1-hour candle. And I start with this middle chart that is the majors and minors. The red and green lines are the major lines. The black and gray lines are the minor lines. The blue horizontal line is the overbought line. So when these lines are up here, when the market's overbought, that becomes a selling opportunity. Likewise, this red line, horizontal line, is oversold. So when the lines are down here, that becomes a buying opportunity. But the buying and selling opportunity is dependent on which way the lines are going. So here we're overbought, the lines are going up. I want all the lines to be pointing down. So we're not quite ready, even though the market's overbought, we're not quite ready to take the sell yet. Here on the Euro USD, we are oversold and still going down. So we're not quite ready to take the buy yet. I want to, on this trade, what I'm looking to do is get 7 out of the 10 lines moving in the same direction. And when I do that, and I want all 3 sections of the chart to be kind of in agreement. And when I get all 3 sections of the chart in agreement, then I've got a high probability trade. High probability trade means it's more likely to win. And if I can get that accuracy up there, I only need a few trades every day to be able to make money at this. So I'm looking to take those 2, 3, 4, 5 trades that allow me to, at the end of the day, be net positive pips. So I don't have anything here. Can I get a big run when the lines are down here and still going down? Yes, I can, but the probability is less. I want to take things that have a higher chance of winning and getting me what I want. And off of a 1-hour chart on the Euro USD, that a trade is worth between 5 and 30 pips, expected to close within the next hour to 3. So I don't have anything here. Pound USD oversold. Everybody, or the majors are going down. The minors have started to turn and come up. USD Canadian. We never really got overbought here. The majors and minors have turned and are coming down. I'm not as crazy about trades when the lines haven't really gotten overbought. I do have the signal here. The lines are pointing down, and the red line has crossed over the green, so red is on top and black is on top. I don't like the steepness of the major lines here. I'd rather have them more like what we're seeing on the minor lines. And the double cross, the red is, it's kind of going sideways now almost. So we're going to hold off on this one and see if we see something better. But it just, I don't like the slope of this. It's more sideways. Excuse me. And in fact, we've lost the cross now while we're looking at it. USD Swiss franc overbought, going up still. USD JPY oversold. Minors are going up. They're a little bit more than halfway through the channel. Majors are going up, just entering into the channel. Again, my issue here is the slope. The slope, it is going up. The slope is less than 45 degrees. I usually like to see it more than 45 degrees. So, if you're looking at it, it's like this versus like this. I want it going up higher. But let's just take a look and see what we're seeing up on the, if I have the 3 points here, what am I seeing here on the TNTs? The 2 orange lines are going up, so they're telling me buy, which is what I'm seeing here. The 2 blue lines, which are inversely related, when blue is going down, that means buy. So the 2 blue lines are going down. So all 4 are telling me buy here, which is supporting what I'm seeing here. When I go down to my pressure, I've got very soft down pressure here, very soft down pressure. What makes it soft? Well, it's down because the lines are going down, but what makes it soft is there's a big gap in the lines. The signal is stronger when the lines are closer together. The signal is also stronger when there's more steepness in the lines. So I've got down pressure. So I either want up pressure where the lines are going up, or I want the green line on top. Green line is not on top. So I don't have the third piece that I want to be able to take this trade. So I'm going to pass. I do like that the lines are converging. They're getting closer together on the pressure. The green is less steep here than it is here. So here it's more steep coming down. Here it's less steep. But I want the green to have crossed over the red. So this isn't quite ready yet. What I've done is I've cloned this light chart and made a second chart. And with different currency pairs. These are all non-US pairs. On that first chart, the light 6 majors were all US based pairs. Here, Euro pound, we're in the middle of the channel and it's changed direction. Here, Australian dollar yen. Everybody's going up, but we're just we've just passed the halfway with the majors. I don't care as much as to if the miners have actually run through the channel. That's okay, but I kind of care where the majors are. I want to catch them before they've hit the halfway. Again, looking at the TNTs, the 2 orange lines are going up, dotted blue coming down. So I've got 3 of the 4 here. My pressure is sideways. It's kind of a slight sideways with red on top. So I don't have a point here yet. I want a point here. The green line is going up. I like that, and it's going to soon cross the red line. When that happens, this becomes a better trade. So right now, I am looking for a high accuracy trade. I don't want to be trading just to trade. I want to trade to win, and I only need 2 or 3 good trades a day to do that. So I am being picky about what I take. Does that mean this trade won't get me what I'm looking for because this isn't where I want it to be? No, it could hit. But again, I want to just take the ones that have a higher probability of winning. So I'm going to pass right now. But I do like the steepness of this green line. The lines are converging, but it hasn't crossed yet. Euro Canadian dollar oversold, still going down. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar oversold. Everybody's going up. The majors are just entering the channel. The green line is on top. There's nice steepness here. There's more than 45 degrees. So I've got all 3 points. Point number 1 is that we were oversold. Point number 2 is all the lines are going up. Point number 3, the green line has crossed over the red and the gray line has crossed over the black. So I've got 3 points here. The 2 orange lines going up, supporting buy, dotted blue coming down, supporting a buy. So 3 here. And again, the pressure isn't quite there yet. Pressure isn't quite there yet. We've got sideways pressure with the green line going up, but the green line isn't on top. The lines are converging, so we don't have it here. I like this. This is a nice setup. Only thing that would make this better on the majors is if the lines were all together. They're all tight. But this is a nice setup. The other thing I don't like about this trade is Australia, New Zealand, it's nighttime there now. So the volume is going to be down. I prefer to trade in the morning when at least one of the pairs are morning time. So this, and that's why we've got the kind of the funky pressure here, is because there's not much pressure because of the time of day it is in Australia and New Zealand, which is kind of the same thing we saw over here with the Australian yen. It's nighttime in both of these markets. Pound yen. So here it's more, it's noontime in London. So this is still good to trade. We are oversold. Minors are starting to go up, but majors are going sideways, so nothing there. Euro Australian dollar oversold. Majors are still going down. The minors are going sideways, so nothing there. So let's again take another look at another 6 pairs. Canadian dollar, yen, oversold. Everybody's going up. So we've got 3 points here. I do have the double cross on the with the majors and the minors. 2 orange lines going up, 2 blue lines coming down. So I've got all 3 here. Oh, excuse me, four out of 4 here. The pressure's killing us today. Sideways again. With the green line, it's slightly going up. The lines are converging, but I want the green line on top of the lines going up. So I am going to pass on this. Euro New Zealand dollar oversold. Everybody's going sideways, so we're going to pass. Oops. What happened here? Oversold. Pound New Zealand dollar oversold. Minors are going up. Majors aren't there yet. New Zealand dollar, yen. We're in the channel. Gold. Gold. I'm still a little mad at gold because we got screwed the other day. This is a good signal. Oversold. Everybody's going up. The lines are nice and tight. This line is just a little bit over 45 degrees. So I got 3 points here. I only have 1 out of the 3. Interesting. Thick orange is going up, which means buy. The 2 blues are going up, which means sell. Thin orange going down. So I only have 1 of the 3. So that's good. So even though this guy looks good, this is telling me no. And if we look at the pressure, sideways pressure, the green is slightly going up, but hasn't crossed yet. So not quite ready. So I'm glad that we don't have the signal here because I'm a little gun shy here on the gold USD. Bitcoin, lots of people have been making money on Bitcoin here, trading the Bitcoin. We're not going to take the trade on Bitcoin because not everybody has access to the Bitcoin chart that requires we have extra training if you're going to trade Bitcoin. But the signal here is we don't quite have it yet. We're overbought and it's not coming down. The people who do trade Bitcoin, rather than using, say, a 1 to 3 or a 1 to 4 or a stop loss, reverse it. Use a 1/3 stop loss versus their take profit. Because if it's going to go in the right direction, it's going to run. If it goes the other direction, just stop it out right away and find the next trade. And I know people who are trading at 90% using that. All right, fourth chart. Let's see what we can find. Australian Canadian dollar overbought going up. We don't quite have the double cross here on the Swiss franc yen. Oversold sideways. Pound Australian dollar oversold, still going down. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc, very weak down. We're overbought. Everybody's kind of they're going down, but it's more of a sideways here. And I don't have 3 of the 4 here. I've got the thick orange going down, thin orange is going up, which means buy, and then the same with the 2 blue lines. So we're going to pass. And Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, we are in the middle of the channel. So we are going to change horses and use another signal. This other signal, that was the 10-point signal. So now I'm using an entirely different signal. This is a little scalp. Oh, come on. What am I doing that makes that happen? It's called the thick orange line trade. It is a little scalp trade. Basically, we take it right at the top of the hour. You can see there's 3 minutes left. So we're going to go through this kind of fast to see if we can find one. I am looking, this thick orange line is scaled. When it is as high as it can go, it is at 10. When it is at 10, it is telling us there's not much up in the movement, or it doesn't see any more up in the movement. So if there's no more up in the movement, it is a sell. Likewise, when it's at 0, that means it doesn't see more down in the movement. So if there's no more down in the movement, it is a buy. When I see the 10 here, though, I want to get confirmation. My confirmation is I want to see where these lines are with the majors and minors. And I want all 4 lines well above the blue. So I've got part 1 of the signal, but I don't have part 2. Euro USD, 0. And it doesn't have to be exactly 0. It can be within 1 point of either end. So it can be 0 to 1 or 9 to 10. I want to see where all of these lines are. So we have this. These lines are kind of well below. We also have the signal here, 0.6, and these lines are further down. And what happens is we're looking for a little bit of a snap. So when that's at the thick orange is at 0, and all the lines on the majors and minors are well below that red line, it's like pulling an elastic. When the clock changes, it is going to give us a little 5-pip snap. And I'm trying to decide which of these 2 I like better. And I think I am going to take I'm going to take the pound USD. This is starting to turn, but I'm going to take this. So pound USD, we're going to take a 5-pip sell. Excuse me, 5-pip buy. So pound USD, I'm going to go to File, New Chart. Pound USD is right up in the top here. I'm going to open up the pound USD, go back to the 1-hour chart. And what do we have? The spread is about 0.5 pip. I'm going to go to the second row, go to new order. I've got 10,500, so I'm going to use a lot size of 1.1. How did I figure out that 1.1? If I move this decimal place over 4 spots, it's 1.0, but we've got a half here, so I'm going to round up to go to 1.1. I'm not going to worry about the stop loss or take profit. I am just going to click the buy key, the buy button, records it. Once it's recorded, I'm going to go in and right click. It highlights it in blue, go to modify. This trade is always good for 5 pips. 5 pips equals 50 points. If I click the little blue button, it does the math for me. We're going to use a 4-to-1 stop loss on this because this trade is right about 90% of the time. So if I win 9 of these, I am ahead 45 pips and lose 1, I lose 20. So I'm net ahead 25 pips. And then I want to just make sure I get the full 5. So if I got in at 1.3608, if I add 5 to the 08, I'm going to go to 13. So I'm just going to bump this up to 13.1. So then I click modify, it drops it in. Some traders on this trade, so we've got a take profit of 1.13, excuse me, a take profit of 1.13, excuse me, a take profit of 1.36131. That's 1.36131. Stop loss of 1.35867. 1.35867. Let's go back to our chart. Some traders on this chart want to wait and see that this number changes by at least 1. So if we go back to the last hour, let's see, I don't know how to. So it's 0.7, and now it's gone to 2. So it's changed by more than 1. Whereas you can see on the USD, it went from 0 to 0.4, so it didn't change. It didn't change by more than 1. It changed by less than 1, and that was kind of one of the reasons that I took the pound versus the USD, is because to me these were further down than these were. So I'm more likely to get that snap off of the pound USD. So I would expect this to close within the next hour. I'm expecting this to close in the next hour. It's still coming down a little bit, but we will be okay. Let's see if we've got any questions, and we do. We have an endorsement that they did that echo trade that I'm telling you that they're doing tonight at 10 p.m. in the light meeting. Robert says they did it on Tuesday's session. So if you have a chance tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern, watch that. It's a pretty nice trade. Assuming the minors, majors, TNTs are all lined up, you want the pressure moving in the same direction. I either want the pressure moving in the same direction, or I want whatever the color of the line, like if it's a buy, I want the green line on top, or if it's a sell, I want the red line on top. And then I'm also looking at what the slope of that green line is. But if it's a buy and the green line is on top, I will take it. So today we didn't see the green line. We had a bunch of buy signals, but the green line wasn't there. I am traveling. I am on my way to a plane once we're done with this. So there will be no setup tonight. No setup sent out tonight. We will be back here on Monday evening at 6:30 p.m. One of the great things about traveling, or excuse me, about trading, is you've got tremendous flexibility in your schedule. So I don't need to trade every day. So there'll be very limited trading today. And there'll be no trading at all tomorrow. So have a great day, good day trading. We are here to help. We will help. We will make you good traders. Reach out to whoever you're working with, or reach out to me. Thanks so much. We will see you on Monday. Bye-bye.